Hey guys, do you recognize what I have in front of me today? What do these items look like? I see an egg, a caterpillar, a chrysalis, and a butterfly. We've been talking the last couple weeks about life cycles, and we watched the life cycle of a butterfly. I posted some videos this week of the caterpillars that I had at my house that I would have loved to share with you in the classroom, but since we can't go there, I thought I'd take some video to show you what we would have seen if we were in the classroom. In the videos, you saw the caterpillars crawling to the top after they had eaten and eaten. Then they crawled to the top and they hung upside down like the letter J. And then in another video, you watched them wrap themselves completely up into a chrysalis. And in the very last video, I was able to capture the video of a butterfly emerging from the chrysalis. So I want you to think about change, okay? Let's look at some pictures. What do you notice happening in this picture? Can you see it? Do you see how this tree shows green and springtime and blossoms just starting to come back? And in the summer, the tree is full of leaves. And in the fall, the leaves start to fall down. And then in the winter, all of the leaves are gone from the tree. This shows a tree changing throughout the seasons. What is happening in this picture? In this picture, we see a baby growing up. Starts as a baby and a toddler and a teenager and a man, all the way to when the man has hit the age of a grandpa. See that change? What about this change? This is another change that we've already looked at. Caterpillar, chrysalis, then comes a little metamorphosis. Saw something flutter by my eye. Beautiful butterfly, butterfly. See it? So we're going to think today about change. When we accept Jesus as our Savior, God comes into our heart and changes our heart. When we accept Jesus as our Savior, we are changed from the inside out. A caterpillar changes completely from a caterpillar into a butterfly. These are two very, very different things that need very, very different things. When a caterpillar is little, we saw in the Very Hungry Caterpillar book, he crawls along and he eats the leaves, eats the leaves, eats the leaves, eats the leaves with his mouth, right? Munch, 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 crunch, 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 crunch. But when he emerges as a butterfly, he has this little part that's all curled up. We saw it in the video. He has a proboscis. He no longer has a mouth like a caterpillar. He has that long thing that comes out like a straw that's able to suck up the nectar. Well, just like a butterfly sips nectar, and that's different from when it was a caterpillar, we need spiritual food when we become a Christian. So when we become a Christian, we have to start feeding ourselves a little bit differently. And the things that Christians use to fill their heart and their soul are prayer and the Bible. A caterpillar that's resting on a leaf can't really escape from something that's going to eat it. If a bird sees this caterpillar and swoops down, this caterpillar really does not have any protection. He doesn't crawl fast, he doesn't hop, he doesn't fly. Sometimes he can camouflage a little bit, but once that predator finds him, he's usually captured. He has nothing to defend himself. A butterfly has big, beautiful wings. We talked about how some of those wings allow it to camouflage and blend into what it's on. And it has wings and it can fly away. In the same way, when we are Christians, we have a defense mechanism. We are no longer completely defenseless from the temptations around us. When we feel tempted to do something bad or something wrong, we can ask Jesus to help us. We have a defense called Jesus. We have our strength in Jesus, and we can call on him to help us. He's now our defense, so we can fly away from that temptation a lot easier than we could before we had Jesus in our heart. One more thing that this change reminds me of is that a butterfly can fly into the sky. And that's very similar to the people who accept Jesus Christ as our Savior. We will one day be able to fly into heaven.